Good evening, everybody. Afternoon, actually. Afternoon. And welcome to BB True Crime. This is episode 48, and she's gonna hate me for pointing this out, but it is in fact someone's birthday today. So please, let's celebrate. She is 20-something years young. We're not going to specify because who needs that person recording these days. But it is in fact a birthday episode. I have just concussed myself on the ceiling. So we're off to a strong start, but we do have Scran.
You won't even introduce yourself, motherfucker.
Oh yeah? Lol.
Either way, I'm Beth.
And I'm Becky. See, I told you I concussed myself.
Whoa. Yeah. So, what a start.
Here's a strong start. This is why you do the introductions. You're a little bit more smooth than I am.
People won't know who we are.
Please, I think that off episode 48, I think they know damn well who we are.
Right, you never know if we get new people listening in sometimes.
New people, if this is your first episode, I highly recommend that you check out some of the episodes prior to this. Because there's some bangers in there.
Yeah, there is some good ones.
Bangers in there. There's also some very strange conversations, but that's just
very true.
Part of the course with us too, with strange beans. We have the Scran. We don't have the tea, but that's because we've drunk the tea. But now would be a good time. Give us a pause, go get yourself some food, some tea, make yourself comfy, because we've got some cases for you today.
We do.
Some good ones.
We do. The first case, so we have today's case, episode 48, is Onision.
Who, I have no idea who this fucker is, because I was not a YouTube child, so I didn't spend much time on the tube when I was growing up.
Well, that's the thing, I didn't watch him when he was big on YouTube, but it was more like I started knowing of him when he started becoming
weird.
He was always weird. But
a sentiment I can understand.
His content is very satire.
Offensive.
But that was not quite normal for early YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I didn't watch his early stuff. I really knew about him when he started. More people started covering his controversies and stuff a bit later in life. So
scandalous behaviour.
Yeah, very questionable things. It's should he be cancelled for that? Absolutely. Should he have a platform?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If you have to ask yourself if someone should have a platform, it's probably a no.
Yeah. I just don't think he's a good dude. He does like to take down any videos that have his name in them.
How very Jeffrey Epstein of him.
But I'm looking, or at least hoping that, we're very small, especially on YouTube, because obviously it's just the audio that goes on YouTube of our podcast. So I reckon we're probably too small of a platform
for him to take notice. So this is the perfect people to listen to. We can
hopefully just slide in there. And,
slide into them DMs, bitch.
It's public information, you know what I mean? It's nothing that he has not shared.
Honestly, for us to know all this, you had to post it first.
And then also, there's still probably a lot of things that I won't have included, because honestly, he's got so much content out there, so many videos, he's put so much of him out there in detail, that if we were going to be talking about everything, we'd be here all fucking day, at least.
I feel like in too much detail, perhaps, is the...
Yeah.
intriguing.
So, let's just crack on. Get a little intro out of the way, and we'll crack on.
Give me the bare bones.
So,
I'm ready.
A narcissistic YouTuber creator who manipulates young women, creates controversial, offensive videos, and has been the subject of a Chris Hansen investigation.
Damn.
Who is he, and where is he now? Now, also, if anyone's going to be like, oh, Beth, where are the crimes? You're a crime thing. There are crimes. It's just he's not being charged with anything.
The worst type of criminal.
Yes. He is still a free man.
Dickhead.
But let's start from the other days. So, I do want to clarify, there will be several people in this, names brought up. All big people in the story of Onision.
Okay.
So if you need me to remind you who someone is,
okay,
please tell me.
Okay.
And I'll give you a very quick, this is this person.
Appreciate.
Yeah, because the names can get a little bit confusing because there's a lot of ladies involved in this. So
Bring out the ladies.
Yeah, and then also, Onision goes by different names.
Oh, for the love of Jesus.
Even like legally. So his YouTube channel name is Onision.
Okay.
But I may also refer to him as Onion Boy, Onion Man, Stupid Baby Head. I hate that guy. Sorry, just anything insulting, really. His name is officially James, but he also goes by Gregory. Right. I'm probably just going to refer to him as Onion or Onion Boy. So
Right. I was sat there and I was like, this guy's got many names, but it's fine because everybody's only got one birth name. And Beth was like, his name is James, but he also goes by Gregory. Why does he go by Gregory?
It is part of his birth name. So, childhood and start of YouTube.
Hit me.
So, James Jackson Gregory, James Daniel. Don't know why he's got so many fucking names. Holy shit.
Why was there two Jameses?
Yeah, that is a valid point. Ask Wikipedia for that.
Okay.
I don't fucking know why there's two Jameses there, but let's not question it. Was born on November 11th, 1985 in Washington. Okay.
Oi.
So what, he's 5 years younger than my mum? So what, he's 40. This year, anyway.
He's only
40?
He's
No,
only
my mum's 46 this year.
he's only just over 10 years older than me.
Yeah. So, I mean, keep in mind his age as we go through this, because... Stop. Get some help. You know what I mean?
I had a feeling he did not, in fact, stop and get some help.
No, he did not.
No.
So his parents divorced when he was young.
Mm-hmm.
He very briefly served in the Air Force in 2005.
Sorry, it's only the American Air Force.
And got a general discharge with honorable conditions in 2008. So, that is not an honorable discharge. I want to clarify that that is a difference.
Yeah.
Because there was a whole debacle in his videos where he tried to say for years that he was honorably discharged. And eventually it got to the
Honorable
point...
conditions is not honorably.
Yeah, I know. But then someone went digging and actually found his records where it actually said...
Great times.
And then he had to show it, his thing, in a video and be like, yeah, it still says honorable though. But it's like, yeah, babe, like, it wasn't honorable discharge. It was with honorable conditions because the reason he got discharged is because he got naked in his sergeant's office under Article 15. He was let go.
Why would he get naked in his sergeant's office?
Because he's a psycho.
Okay.
He's fucking weird.
He is fucking weird. You ain't wrong. I'm just wondering why his sergeant's office, of all the places...
He was prone to just do, like...
Things for attention.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god, he's an attention seeker.
Yeah, so...
Suddenly all this is making sense.
It goes back a long time.
Okay, so he got naked in his sergeant's office and he got a discharge with honourable conditions.
Yeah, but he also liked to bring up in his videos all the time, like, yeah, but I served in the Air Force. And it's like, barely. You were barely there. He wasn't there for long. And then let go because he did for something really fucking dumb for, like, no reason.
So he sounds like a fucking idiot.
He's just yeah. Yeah, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I had to stop myself, but yeah.
I love how this is the least concerning thing we're probably going to deal with today, and we're already hooked on the fact that he was naked in his sergeant's office.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Onion Boy created his first YouTube channel on January 29th, 2006.
Okay.
And that was very early days for YouTube.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just see. When was YouTube created?
When was YouTube created? Because I didn't start using YouTube until I was old.
2005.
So it's only a year old.
Yeah,
YouTube.
so he was like an OG YouTuber. Like
damn.
An older one.
Unfortunately, he was still a dick.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. So we are 1 year into the tube being a thing, and we've already got this crazy person.
Yeah, but
utilising
therefore
this.
it was easier for, like, well, to a degree, for things to go viral, for people to get more noticed, because it was so new.
Yeah. Everybody loves something that's new.
So, like I said, it was a lot of, like, satire, controversial videos.
Remind me what satire is.
Me making jokes about something dark, and then people can't get offended at it because it's for jokes.
Oh,
kind
so
of
me
thing.
making jokes about people, like, offing themselves.
Yeah, and then when people get, like, offended, you'd be like, oh, it's obviously jokes though. Like, I obviously didn't mean it. That's satire.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But you can actually blame a lot. You can just be an asshole, say it's jokes, and not get punished for it if you say it's satire.
Got it.
So, yeah.
God, this is a problematic behaviour.
Yeah, so his first... Well, God help us all.
Oh, his first?
His first song was I'm an Emo.
Oh, God.
I believe that was his first video, but don't quote me there. And I want to just point out to you now, he can't sing.
Got it.
They're like talking songs. And he can't do like makeup, so it's like cringy.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, it's
like the whole black, like, eye circle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he just sings. But he can't sing. He's just talking through the songs.
Fantastic.
Anyway.
I love this for us.
In 2009, he uploaded the banana song, I'm a Banana.
Oh, I've heard this one.
Which actually was his first video that went viral and got him very popular.
I have heard the banana song.
Where he's actually just dressed in a banana outfit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's literally just saying, I'm a banana.
Yeah. This video featured him jumping around screaming in a banana suit, as well as in the video was his first wife, Sky. So that is lady number one.
That is lady number one.
Yeah, like I said, there's going to be many characters in this.
Got it.
But she was seen in the video.
Okay, so Sky is in the banana song.
They were together before he had YouTube.
So she is the OG wife, really.
She was the first.
She's the first wife, the original. Cannot be complained.
So Greg and I'll just say Onion. Just so it's easier for everyone. Well, obviously, if I do say Greg or James, it is Onion Boy. There is not many men in this, so let's just clear that up.
In this pretty much will always be Onion.
Yes. Until maybe towards the end a little bit, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So Onion and his wife separate in December 17th, 2010.
So that's 4 years.
A year after the banana video.
A year after the banana video. Okay.
As he had been emotionally cheating with the Canadian singer called Shiloh. She is another lady we'll have to keep in mind.
Okay.
Shiloh and Onion.
Okay.
Then get together. December 28th, officially.
Okay.
So he separates from his wife on the 17th, and 2 weeks later, not even that, week and a half, he gets with his new bitch that he's been cheating on his wife with.
I feel like I've seen this story before.
Crazy time. A week and a half later.
So we literally rolled from one bed to the other.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
He does that.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Aww. I love a man who's just chronically afraid of being alone.
So honestly. So in their separation with Sky,
wife number one.
She basically because I don't know if they divorced. I think they did. Either way, they came to an arrangement where he'd have to pay alimony.
Okay.
And he really hates alimony. He has made so many videos talking about the alimony he has to pay.
I'm presuming at this point in the future, there's quite a few alimonies.
No, just the one.
Just the one alimony?
Yeah.
To her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for example, he hated it that much that... And all of this... He's a very chronically online person.
Oh.
He is like, he posts way too much about his life.
So he's telling us everything.
Yeah, you can just find his videos.
You see, my mum always used to say there's a certain aspect of your life that you should keep private.
Yeah, he doesn't know that. And like, he's even said in videos before, that like, oh, well, the only way I can get out paying alimony is if I'm dead.
I'll help you.
But he's also like threatened suicide to Sky if she didn't stop the alimony. Obviously she didn't.
No, milk that boy for all he's worth.
Even more, there are several videos where he compares paying alimony, to slavery. Because he's like, there's a video, because obviously I had to do a lot of research on this guy, and I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and like there's this one video where he's like, I can't remember what he says, but it's something like, oh, do you support having your like constitutional rights taken away and being forced to do something for so many years that you shouldn't have to do? Oh, if you support that, you support slavery, and if you support that, then that is alimony. And it's like,
I don't think that is.
I don't think
correct.
Alimony and slavery are on the same level, personally.
No. I also do not equate slavery with posting every itty bitty detail of your life on the internet. That does not give me slavery vibes.
That doesn't stop him.
I feel like very little stops him in general, to be honest.
So Sky had a sister, younger sister.
Oh god.
He tried to make out with her sister when she was 15.
Oh, love a nonce.
Oh, by the way, these are in America.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
if we
no,
don't
I
clarify
gathered that. It was the accent you picked up when you were complaining about slavery and alimony that gave it away for me.
Yeah, maybe. He, again, has talked about her sister and, like, wanting to get with the sister in videos. BTW. A lot of this just comes from his own mouth. You know what I mean? And it's just like, why would you say that online?
Honestly. There are some
why
things,
would you post this?
Why are some things that should never have A, left your mouth, or B, been put on the World Wide Web?
I don't know. But he's even said that he wanted to get with her sister to almost like get back at her.
Wonderful.
But that he wasn't happy because he would have to wait until she was legal. So, I don't know if we've got time to take all that apart.
I just want to throw in there, I'm really glad that he's willing to wait until she's legal. Because let's be honest.
He's not happy about it.
No. But he is waiting. And how many people do we know who have not waited until they're legal?
But I need you to know, this theme
is a repeated one.
Is repeated.
Okay.
So,
the sleeping with people to get back at people, or the bitching about the fact that they're not of age to fuck yet?
The second option.
The second one.
Yes. Undoubtedly, probably, maybe worse. So, now...
Fantastic.
We are going to focus on Shiloh.
The Canadian.
The Canadian singer,
Canadian.
the one he was emotionally cheating with on his
And
wife.
then shacks up with 2 weeks later.
Yes.
I hear you.
We're in 2011.
My favourite school year.
That was year 7, not my favourite.
Well, it was year 9 for me. Year 9 was my favourite school year. We had great school trips. It was the last year of no exams. I was top dog in my blue jumper. I was the oldest blue jumper in the year. I was big dog.
Mine was probably some point in primary school.
2011 was a good year for me. It's gone downhill since then, but that was a good year
Yeah,
for me.
valid. So, 2011, Shiloh starts appearing in his videos.
Oh.
Because the common theme is, it didn't really happen as much with Sky, but Shiloh onwards, his new ladies
always went in his
life,
videos.
Yeah, he'd just always make them go in his videos.
Okay.
And
kind of
do
a look at
content
me, I
together.
have this new fit bird
Yeah, basically.
in my bed.
Um,
She's an upgrade from the old one, yada yada.
so, obviously, they were in a relationship. But, so this specific video happened where I think it was people's more... I don't know if I should say first red flag or first controversy that he was in.
The first time that everybody's eyebrows kind of unanimously went, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely one of the first times he actually had to delete a video
Okay.
because it had such a negative backlash. So,
What the fuck were you doing?
Oh,
I'm scared now. I shouldn't have asked that.
So, he uploaded a video called Shiloh Forgot Me. Shiloh has epilepsy.
Oh, God, here we go.
And he will do anything for content. So he posted a video of her immediately post-seizure. Where
Zonked out of her brain, yeah.
She looks terrified.
Yep.
She don't remember who he is.
Nope.
She's scared of him.
Yep.
And
pretty typical post-seizures behaviour.
yeah, and he's saying that he's not going to call an ambulance or anything like that. And yeah, like I said, so he uploaded that. And
that's a massive violation of privacy right there.
Yeah.
Like, profound.
So like I said, he did end up having to delete it because of the insane amount of backlash he got.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah. So that was the people's first
eyebrows
raising.
I gotta say, as an epileptic, that hits different for me.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm like post-seizure.
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, posting a video of my brother, like, post-seizure.
But the thing is, as well, is I've lashed out post-seizure because I've been scared. And, like, I remember when I was, like, 12, like, I broke my mum's nose. Because I just didn't recognise her. And she was, you knew my mum, she was this big, tall lady. And if you're lying there on the floor, you've got no idea where you are, who you are, what's going on, and you've got this person in your face.
Yeah, but also...
You lash out.
At this point... Well, she didn't lash out, she was just terrified.
No, she didn't, but I'm just saying it can't happen.
But it add then a camera in your face.
Yeah.
To the mix as well, and obviously it's...
It'd be very upsetting.
Yeah. So, August the 11th, in 2019, this is a bit of a jump, but it's just because it is still to do with Shiloh. Okay. A video from 2011 resurfaced.
Right, yeah.
Featuring Shiloh. And so he's making her do this, like, she's in, like, face pain, and is like making her, like, say, like, weird shit in the camera. I can't remember what it was. Clearly it was for some kind of content. But
for the views,
she stops speaking at one point, and you hear his voice in the background talking to her, and you see the way her face changes as he's saying this horrible shit to her, and it's a hard watch.
And
it really is.
Posted that.
I don't think he did.
So it's somehow leaked in another way.
Yeah, and he said to her, "You know this video is never going to be online, right? No one will ever know how much I abuse you."
Oh!
Yeah, it's a hard watch. It's a hard watch, that one.
Wow. That's,
And then also, after he says it, starts to throw corn at her and laughing as she burst out crying.
Okay. Alright. So we've got physical and verbal abuse.
Oh, that's what she was saying in the video. So in that video, before he says that, because I said she was saying weird shit, she's talking about something, and then she says about how Onion actually lacerated her ear while she was sleeping.
So just straight up cut her ear?
Yeah, I think he also, like, I don't know if he shaved the head as well or something like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like really bad.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, he'd also like isolated her from her family and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
classic abuse behaviour.
He didn't like, because obviously she was from Canada and she'd moved to America to be with Greg, even though her family weren't happy about it. And eventually they kept breaking up and then getting back together, and then so she was coming back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where her mum had to actually hide and confiscate her passport, so she couldn't go back to him. And then, luckily, that distance and that break in time apart made her understand and realize, oh shit, no, that was actually really bad.
This is problematic behaviour.
Yeah, and then the relationship was fully done.
Okay.
So yeah.
Long live Shiloh's mama.
She went through it.
Absolutely smashing it with the protective mama instincts there.
So, during this, like I said, because they had, like, breaks of not being in a relationship.
Who was he fucking?
He dates this lady called Adrienne.
Adrienne!
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm sorry.
But it was a very short relationship.
Okay.
But again, is, you know, like, Greg will talk about his relationships and stuff, like, on camera, and he just goes into way too much detail.
Oversharing.
Yeah. So obviously, like I said, it was just a short relationship. I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you want more detail, look on YouTube. There is so much.
I do not need any more details than this man has already given me.
But yeah, he obviously, before the passport situation, he gets back with Shiloh.
Okay.
And they actually get engaged.
Damn.
And then he loves to talk shit about his exes in videos.
Okay.
Or just make entire videos talking shit about his exes, turning his fans, because he had like quite a loyal fan base, mostly of young girls. So then, if he's bad mouthing someone, they're gonna get shit as well.
Yeah.
Off his fans.
Yeah. It's like the jock bad mouthing somebody at school, and suddenly everybody starts bad mouthing them because if the jock says it so, then it must be so.
So he makes like videos about Adrienne while he's with Shiloh, and he's like I said, it's just TMI sometimes, and then other times it's like you're probably just talking shit. But it's like in one video, it's also like humiliating stuff he'll say, and he'll be like he said that she had a dirty vagina in one video. Yeah, but it's like, imagine dating someone and then you break up. It wasn't even a long-term relationship. And then they've posted a video online to their, like, however fucking thousand, several thousand, maybe so, like, fans that they have. And now random people are, like, messaging you, be like, oh, you got a dirty fanny. What do you mean? I don't know you. Which
is incredible, considering, like, the pussy is literally the only thing that cleans itself in the human body.
Yeah. I know. And so he then also says that he had to get STD tested after being with her.
Because he's fucked so many women.
And he, like, puts all that information online and, like, about his STD tests and stuff. And his whole fan base go after this poor girl. God. It's not a good time.
No.
So then, like I said, it was after this that I don't think it was to do with Adrienne, but it was shortly after this that Shiloh's mum hid the passport, and then that was the final break.
I mean, to be fair, if you're seeing this behaviour, and this is the behaviour of a boy who's trying to be with your daughter, I would have burnt her passport.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, it's one of them things where it's like, he just has a really big pattern. He does the same thing with all the exes. He does the same thing with the people that he's in a relationship with. You know, he's just an asshole, a narcissistic prick.
So he abuses them physically and emotionally when he's with them, and probably sexually as well.
Yeah.
And then abuses them verbally when they break up with him.
Oh, yeah.
And convinces his fan base to do it for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a specimen.
So, him and Shiloh are now broken up.
Thank Jesus.
He's a single man again. But obviously he can't be single for long, Greg. You know, Onion Boy.
Whose bed is he rolling into next? Who's woman number 4?
So, this is his current partner.
Oh.
But it doesn't mean there are not other women. It's messy, but like I said, remind me if you need reminding.
No, I'm caught up.
Alright. So Greg.
We've had Sky,
Greg is...
Shiloh, Adrian.
Yes.
And then we're on women number 4.
Yes.
I'm keeping
kind
up.
of, technically.
I'm keeping up.
Just
about. I'm hanging in there.
So Greg has always been big on like Twitter and stuff, posting just
red flag. Do you know who else is
crazy
big?
shit.
Do you know who else is big on Twitter? The annoying American Orange, which says a lot about Twitter.
Yeah, maybe so. If it's not sexy things, I say sexy things very, very thinly, as in like rude things.
Oh, okay.
You're like, oh, you feel so. Should I say that on the podcast? I don't know if I should say that. I mean, on the podcast.
Of all the things that we've said on this podcast, I feel like dirty talk is probably the least concerning.
Do I want to dirty talk on my birthday?
I just want to remind you that there are certain family members of mine who listen to this podcast who might not necessarily want to hear you dirty talk while they're making their tea.
It'll be like it's standard shit like, oh, you feel good.
Daddy Dave, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay, right, you guys. All right, I'm just gonna shut up.
Right.
Okay, you understand. Not safe for work.
Anybody who is on this podcast knows enough about dirty talk to use their imagination here.
Right. Or it's just like him trying to like start fights with people.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Or just him tweeting clearly controversial shit to start shit
to get attention.
Oh yeah. He's
being
enjoys his Twitter
too much. Enjoys his Twitter too much.
They've broken up.
Okay.
He gets on Twitter.
Got it.
And he's like, looking for my soulmate. And a new person enters the chat. So, again, this person has 2 different names.
Oh, for the
but
love
technically,
of
if you count later life, which we will explain in a minute, 3 names. But we will eventually start calling him by the 3rd name only.
I miss the days when a human being had 1 name.
Yes, we all do. So, the new person, called Lainey. Or Taylor. However, I will now refer to them as Kai.
Okay.
As they are now a transgender male.
Fair. That is the only name change I will accept.
Yes, so he is the only other dude in this story.
Okay.
So, they, by the way, when Onion Boy Gregory posts this tweet, Kai is underage.
There's that repeat again.
And he, the age gap between him and his partners,
like getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they do just get bigger.
Because circa Leonardo DiCaprio, he's getting older, but all of his women are staying the same age.
Yeah, well, he actually says in a video that, why would he want to go older than like 17, 18? Because that's the most fertile age for women to be, kind of thing. And I mean,
my lord.
I mean, technically, if we're thinking scientifically...
I think it's 21. It's older.
No, I think it is like 17, 18 to like maybe mid-20s is like prime fertile window.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't like decrease massively past that, but obviously eventually it will start going down a little bit.
But women have really good fertility all the way up into their 30s.
Even past that a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, the women can still get pregnant. But anyway, this is fucking Gross Greg we're on about.
I like that name. I like that name.
Greg.
Grossy Greg.
Yeah. Okay. We like that alliteration.
There we go.
Kai, underage, replies to that, looking for my soulmate tweet, replying to that tweet saying, I'm here.
I'm right here, baby.
So, Greg,
I hate myself.
Onion Boy, starts, sends him a private message, and he's like, "Why do you think you're my soulmate?" And by the way, Kai...
Sell me your vegetable aiding
basically.
tool.
Basically. And Kai has been a big fan of Onion Boy for a long time. Now, already, there's a power imbalance.
There is a massive one.
Big fan, big creator. Because I think at this point, he's got a few million subscribers.
He is, unfortunately, statistically, a big dog.
Yes. So...
Not to mention
great.
he's
Also,
older and a male.
lot older, yes.
And a male, which puts her at a disadvantage. At this time, obviously, because she is female and underage and only a fan.
Well, I'm saying 2012. What year did I say he was born in?
85.
How old is he? Quick maths. 85. 15 to get to 2000. What did I say? 2002.
37.
37. He is underage. Kai.
There's at least a 20-year difference then, at minimum. He is old enough to be his father.
Yeah. So, hot.
He could have made Kai when he was making his banana song.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. So, they, after their first message, which was February 27th, 2012,
Okay.
they start dating 10 days later.
10 days?
I'd want to re-clarify they're dating while Kai is underage.
Yes. No, I heard you.
Now, Kai lies to their family. And I can't remember. Kai has told his family that, this is a little bit later, but not massively, that he's going to be living at college. Lies.
Got it. And
Lies.
by college, read Onion Boy.
Yes, he moves in with Onion Boy. Underage. Just want to re-clarify. Underage.
Oh, yeah.
Also, he's not transitioned at this point, but it don't matter. I'm still calling him Kai.
That's fine. It makes things easier to remember.
Yeah. They actually secretly marry without telling Kai's family in November of 2012, as soon as Kai hits 18.
I was gonna say, underage is legal? No? But after 18 makes sense.
No, so that's the thing with Greg. Greg, as we pointed out earlier, was Sky's sister.
Yeah.
Will
Likes
wait.
them.
We'll probably groom them a little, but we'll
Wait until they turn. Even if it's the day.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, it's legal now. So, even though it's very frowned upon, very morally wrong, yeah.
I'd say it's not a morally grey area, it's a morally black area.
But there's also, we can't prove that they didn't do anything together.
Because they were living together.
Exactly. So, but, yeah. They actually have 2 kids together currently.
Oh.
They're still married.
They're bringing kids into this?
Yeah, God help them kids is all I'm going to say. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Kai's parents, obviously from the start, really did not like Onion Boy. Shocking.
What do you mean you don't like an abusive, derogatory man whore?
So
What's not to love about that?
So he posted a video,
oh, Jesus.
right? And in it, he starts talking about him and Kai's family and stuff, and a conversation him and Kai's dad had one time. I say conversation, an argument.
I was going to say, I don't feel like conversation.
Something Greg says doesn't add up.
Surprising.
And actually makes him seem a lot worse, and makes the situation a lot worse than we thought it was at the beginning.
Okay.
So, he is making this video, and I guess he doesn't really think about
what
he's repeating in this video. Because he's talking about the argument with Kai's dad, and he says that Kai's dad tells Greg to come back in 10 years when Kai is 25. Have you noticed the discrepancy there?
thought he was 18.
Well, 18 when
nearly.
they married, but it was 17 when apparently they started talking.
Allegedly 17.
Allegedly 17. But according...
Because come back in 10 years implies that he's 15.
Exactly. So there's a high chance that they were actually... when he was 15. So...
A child.
Yes.
When he was a child.
Yes.
And that's still very much child behaviour.
It's very much like, why did the ages not add up?
Because you were lying. Or, to be fair, I'm not here to victim blame, but also Kai could have lied about his age because he was also a fan.
True.
I'm just saying.
That would also mean that the marriage...
was not valid.
Yes. But who knows? Who knows? But not great.
No.
Not great.
No.
Now, there's also a big... Kai is a very complicated character. Because
I'm feeling that,
I'm going to say this next part, but it involves some people we haven't met yet.
Okay.
And... yes. So, basically, obviously there was some level of grooming, power imbalance with Kai and Onion Boy.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning.
Yep.
Alright. So, but a lot of people argue whether Kai is a victim or is now also part of Onion's crimes and is like on the same level as Onision. And it could be like to do with like the what's it called when you get
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. That kind of thing. Because he was very much used as they got older to chat up young women or fans of Onion Boy or whatever. Chat up young women that would eventually end up
in his bed.
Yes. With both of them, really. And this happened a lot.
Okay.
They were kind of like the I don't want to say fuse, but like say if like I don't know, like fucking science anymore. Like if you were to have a wire, you need a connect thing and then another wire. Yep. Kai would be that connected thing.
Got it. Like a circuit.
A young girl.
Yep.
Kai, Onion Boy.
Got it.
And so people are like...
Did you just use a science analogy?
Yeah, low-key, yeah.
Whoa!
I know, fuck
Whoa!
Me. So, also just want to comment, Kai is bisexual.
Okay.
Onion Boy, for a long time, claimed he was straight, but then also came out as bisexual. I'm going to assume because Kai became transgender.
Okay.
But he is the only, like, dude he's been with, I guess. So, it gets to a point where Kai would like to be in a throuple, or at least have a relationship with someone else, have them not be in a relationship with Onion Boy.
Okay.
So they want a girlfriend. Okay. Kai wants the girlfriend.
Yeah.
But they don't want the girlfriend to be with Onion Boy.
Okay.
Alright, so Kai meets a girl online called Billy. This is new character number, however, we're on now.
This is woman number 6.
God help us.
6. Well, I'm counting Kai because he did start off as a woman in this. So, because we had Sky, Shiloh, Adrian, sorry.
Yeah.
Adrian. And then we had... Oh no, number 4 was Kai.
We had Sky's sister a little bit.
Oh no, Sky, she doesn't count.
Yeah, she's not in it much, but...
She wasn't a committed physical partner.
Yeah, no,
Very problematic behaviour.
She was never interested in Greg.
Yeah.
So
I don't count her.
Yeah, valid.
She was more of a want than a have.
yes, for sure.
So no, Kai was the fourth one.
Yeah.
So
now
this would make this woman number 5.
Yeah, so we got Billy.
Billie Eilish. No,
Yeah.
just Billie.
So Kai and Billy start dating
Okay.
while Kai is with Onion Boy.
Okay.
Well, married to Onion Boy.
Allegedly, if she was old enough.
Yes. And Billy is young.
Of course she is. They don't do it any different, do they?
Right, I can't remember how old it said she was, but she was young. I'm gonna say younger than 20, more likely.
Oh God.
Don't quote me on that.
What if I want to quote you on that?
Well, tough tits. And yeah, so obviously them two start dating.
Okay.
Like, there's a video that people are like, is this like Greg's fetish, like cooking kind of thing? Do you know what that is? To be a cook.
Like to make drugs?
No, C-U-C-K. A cook.
Oh, no. I've
Right.
heard of the term, but no.
Do you know what a cook chair is?
Oh, so you mean like an observer
Yeah.
of the act?
So there's one video that he does where Kai is walking up towards Greg and like with their arms out, and Greg's like, ooh, we're gonna kiss. And then she walks past him,
Kisses someone else.
kisses Billy, and is making out with Billy in this video. And then Greg's like, what? It's kind of hot. And it's like, this is weird and uncomfortable to watch, but alright.
Look, you're into what you're into, but
We don't need to share it with the world, do we?
bedroom doors close and lock for a reason.
Yeah, so they start a relationship.
Okay.
But then Greg is like, I want to get involved.
Oh.
Even though that was never part of the original plan.
Okay. So he goes to seduce Billy.
Yeah, and Billy ends up basically just getting persuaded into it.
I love coercion. Into a threesome.
And so yeah, Greg later does start sleeping with Billy.
Completely consensual.
And then basically when Billy tries to like confront them about it, you know, say that they were supposed to be like being with Kai, not Greg, that they didn't want to necessarily be with Greg, but they felt a little bit like controlled and shit, and they tried to end it.
Coerced, yeah.
They framed her as the homewrecker, and despite that, managed to bring her back into the throuple because he's manipulative as shit.
It's incredible. The level of manipulation that's Carrie is actually astonishing.
But he'd also use Kai as part of the manipulation, be like, oh, you've made Kai upset, Kai's crying now, you know, to kind of make them feel worse. And it's like, right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But her...
So you've got flat out emotional manipulation to get someone back under your control again.
Very popular with Greg.
Got it.
Onion. However, her coming back to the couple did not last long.
Okay.
And then she finally stopped.
Fuck this.
Yeah. No, she got
Sensible
out.
girl.
And he annihilated her online. Dozens of videos against... Like, he sends the fans after everyone. He just bad-mouths you really badly on the internet and ruins your reputation. It got to the point where... Sorry if you can hear anything outside. Don't know what that is.
Why does it
like
vaguely
drums.
sound like bongos?
I don't know if there's some kind of event happening in the city centre, but it's fine. Anyway, so...
Genuinely really curious as to what that is now. Anyway, yes, so we're annihilating Billy on the internet.
Yeah, so it even gets to the point where Billy uploads a video upset, begging Onion Boy to stop sending his fans after her. Like, at one point, he, like, bad-mouths her because apparently, like, she did weed, and apparently that was the fucking devil's lettuce, and that was the worst thing you could fucking do, and he labelled her a druggie, and tried to get her to, like, tattoo horrible things on herself, and...
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's fucking psycho. And he's always then said that she's lied about everything she's saying because she has BPD, and yeah, he's just a prick.
So we're really going at this bitch with all guns blazing.
Yeah, but Greg's not, he's not had enough.
He's not done.
And he's like, I want another young girl.
Oh.
So he sends Kai back out. Kai finds this girl called Sarah.
So this is
Sarah
woman number 6.
Is the final girl.
Oh, praise God for that.
But depends on if you still count Kai, because like I said, they're still together.
I count Kai.
Like as in if you count Kai as the final person.
No, I count her as girl number 4.
Technically now.
But individual number 4.
So Sarah is very controversial in terms of not Sarah as in what happened with Sarah, because it's again brother. Sarah was 16 at the time.
Oh my God, we're going younger.
That they first met.
We're getting younger with every girl.
Well, actually, that's a lie. That is the age that... So, Sarah started speaking to Kai when she was 14.
Oh, Christ.
And Sarah had a very bad home life. Very troubled. To the fact that she would leave the home a lot.
Okay.
And when she was 16, she moved in with them.
Kai and Onion.
Yep, and would frequently go back from their house to the family's house, and then some bad family stuff would happen, and then she'd move back in, and eventually they adopted her. While she was underage.
Dear God.
Temporarily adopted her.
Who gave Onion Boy a child?
So,
I am scared.
A tweet went viral
a
few years later from this woman. I can't remember what part she played in it. That she didn't date Greg, as far as I'm aware. But she's claiming that Onion Boy had fucked Sarah
when she was a child.
She's not saying that.
Oh.
It just says Onion Boy fucked Sarah. Sarah, no longer in much connection with them, actually responded to that tweet saying everything was true.
Somebody says they fucked. The girl agrees that they fucked.
Yeah, so basically the situation was sex started happening as soon as she hit 18.
Okay.
And technically, nothing legal can be done about that because, once you hit 18, you are an adult. Even if they had adopted you temporarily for a time, it was legal. Yeah. Yes.
Because there's no legal or biological connection.
Yeah. She had clearly been groomed from 14.
Yeah.
She'd been made again to do videos. There had been claims about Sarah and the strangely intimate relationship she had with Kai and Onision in that time before she left.
To be fair, there's a lot of things you can do that don't involve sex.
Yeah,
to
because
groom somebody into that intimacy, can't you?
There would be weird messages.
Yeah. That
got leaked. There'd be, streams where they'd be all cuddling and stuff. Very close and very
intimate,
playful. Let's just say. And even at one point, they'd forced her to make a video saying that people needed to stop accusing them of shit because it wasn't true. But then later on, she leaked the unedited video of that, where at the beginning, you see her breaking down because she doesn't want to film the video.
Yeah.
And she hates having to do all the shit that they're making her do. But yes, again, she was in a lot of the videos.
But pretty much confirming that everything she said in that video was a fucking lie.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just a lot of shit.
There's a lot of shit.
But yeah, she has spoken out and stuff about this and about stuff that they made her do and the fact they all started sleeping together when she was 18 and obviously then breaking it off, it followed the same sort of cycle,
Abuse
harassment,
and harassment and the fans.
Onision saying she was like the worst person ever, everything she says is a lie, but it's now, because it's been a frequent pattern,
people are starting to wise up.
Oh, by this point, people are like, yeah, no, Onion Boy's full of shit. He's just a horrible person.
Yeah.
So, in newer times,
Alright.
like I said, I have missed out a lot of things and details, but obviously, if anyone wants any more information, there are a lot of videos about Onion Boy out there.
You know, as long as you didn't delete them.
Oh, but other people have been making videos about him for decades. So.
Yay!
So, do you know who Chris Hansen is? It's alright if you don't know.
The name rings a bell.
So, he hosted a very popular show on NBC.
Is it the oh, it's one of those evening talk shows, isn't it?
No.
No?
He hosted a popular TV show with NBC, and it was called To Catch a Predator.
Oh, yeah!
He's the Predator dude. So,
and they'd, like, go online and they'd, like,
yeah, they'd
catch
pretend
the
to be young girls
services.
online. They'd have a sting house, and they would convince the predators to come to the sting house and then arrest them.
Oh,
but before they get arrested, he would be like, "Have a seat," and he'd try and speak to them.
Yeah.
It's iconic. If anyone wants
I think I've seen.
Yeah, if anyone wants to see any of that, watch Mr. Gigi commentate on them, because he's great.
Did we watch a few episodes on YouTube, I think?
I've probably played some of the Mr. Gigi ones, yeah.
Yeah, because there were some really good ones we watched where they were talking, where they actually got the guys to talk properly. And it was really interesting, like, it's kind of scary because they had genuine justifications every single time.
No, most of them were just full of shit. You had classic ones like, "I'm just here to party," and I only came because she said her parents were out of town and I was worried because, it's a child alone. Or, I was making sure to see if she was okay.
Does anybody ever use that? I didn't realise she wasn't of age.
Oh, yeah, all the time. And then it'd be like, I have the transcripts, and you are very happy with her age.
Dare I say, you're ecstatic that she's 15.
Yeah. Hold on.
That drummer out there is really fucking going for it, isn't he? I'm starting to hear shouting as well.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I feel like there might be some kind of, like, festival going on outside, or like a parade or something.
Yeah. So, he made his own YouTube channel after that series ended. So basically, also, little side note, to Catch a Predator, it got cancelled because one of the predators that they got in the final season was a very high up member of the government. And I don't know if he was a senator or something.
Stunning.
And he didn't come to the sing house, but they did let him know that the police were on the way to his house, because
to arrest him.
All you need is chat logs to arrest someone for it. As long as you are sexual enough in your chats with a minor,
which I'm presuming he was.
Yes, then that's enough to get you convicted. So he knew the police were coming and he killed himself. And that ended the show. So,
I mean, I can understand why it ended the show, but also it's a shame because he was doing good.
Yeah. So, he started his own YouTube channel.
Okay.
Where he would be, he helped get more mainstream attention on some things, especially like YouTube things, or some like smaller things that might not have gotten as much attention.
Okay.
So, and he had very quickly come across people that were telling him about Onision.
Onion Boy's
misbehaviour. And so he would often interview his exes, get like their stories, and he hosted a lot of things. A lot of people were involved. Everyone was like, "Fuck yes!" Now Chris Hansen's involved. Shit might actually get done. he might actually see time.
Okay.
Because he's a news reporter guy, but he's got connections.
He has,
especially police connections.
Yeah. You do that long enough for mainstream TV and you get connections going in all different places.
Yeah, so obviously by this point, a lot of people didn't like Greg. Obviously, no shit. Onion Boy actually made a video when he found out about Chris Hansen and everything, and people like wanting him to go to jail and stuff. And he said, if I was guilty, or if Kai was guilty, that they would be in jail already. That was just his defense. So he's basically saying, you have nothing, clearly we ain't done anything wrong because we're not in jail.
It's not we're not in jail, it's you don't have anything, that's why we're not in jail.
Yeah, literally.
He's not saying he's innocent, he's saying you haven't found any evidence.
Chris Hansen actually did involve the FBI.
Okay.
On Greg.
But like he said, no evidence.
Greg, Onion Boy, was making daily breakdown videos, which, honestly, hilarious. Particularly one when his Patreon got cancelled. That's my favourite one. Because he like rips his shirt off and then he starts pouring kombucha on himself and he's like, oh, Onion Boy, and it's like, oh my fuck, I'll show you it, don't worry about it. Oh no, hold on, let me get that.
Are we doing it live?
I don't think I'll be able to play it live, and in case he does find this very small podcast channel.
Do you know what? I want him to find this channel now. What's he? That drummer be going for it.
I know.
Damn, it's bringing me back to my RAF band days.
You hold on.
I'm waiting. Don't you worry. I'm just shifting my booty. The wall is cold.
Wow. Hold on. Let me put.
We have just watched that video, and it was like watching. I don't know if anybody's ever.
So good.
Has anybody ever seen The Hobbit, right? Where Smeagol has a meltdown because he's lost the ring? Kind of vaguely especially when he was on his knees, like slapping the floor. Vaguely kind of looked like a Smeagol-esque kind of breakdown, especially.
Yeah, it does kind of look like.
With that twinky little skinny pale body. He very much gives me Smeagol vibes.
Yeah, he's gonna get really offended if you call him a twink. But
he is a twink.
I don't really care.
He is a twink.
But,
no,
hilarious.
Actually, I'm sorry. That's doing twinks a disservice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You are not in the same group as this guy.
That was when his Patreon got taken down, because obviously YouTube finally had enough and demonetized all his videos, which means that he don't get paid from YouTube anymore, even if his videos do well.
Nice.
And
Patreon was probably his only source of income.
It was. Yeah. And then that got taken down because he accidentally doxed someone.
Translation?
So doxing is a crime.
Okay.
It's when you accidentally reveal someone's personal information online, whether it be their phone number, their address.
Oh, okay.
That kind of personal information.
Got it.
Say if you share a picture and it's got like
their street number and their address in it.
Something in it, yeah. Then it's doxing.
Or if you like
just announce it publicly.
Or if you're like you show you calling somebody and you show the number to the screen.
Yeah, that's doxing. It is a crime.
Okay.
And Patreon were really struggling with what to take him down on.
And they doxed it, and they did it for the doxing.
He accidentally was talking about Billy at one point, one of his previous exes.
Yeah, I know.
And accidentally showed something that I believe showed her phone number.
And that was personal information, and he got doxed.
And that was immediately, they were like, no, yeah, you're done on Patreon.
Okay.
And took it. So that was his biggest paycheck.
And that was his biggest breakdown, I'm presuming, because that was incredible.
He had so many breakdowns. It was hilarious. A great time.
I don't even feel like he was having a breakdown. I feel like it was so forced.
That was my favourite. He's tried to claim that loads of them were fake. I don't doubt that some of them were. But honestly, hilarious. I'd watch that one all day.
That was pretty funny, to be fair. That
iconic,
was pretty good.
Iconic.
It was just why did he grab the kombucha? I don't know why.
The kombucha.
Why did he grab it?
I don't know.
Why was he pouring it over himself?
Because he's fucking weird.
But I just don't understand how he's like, oh, I've lost my only source of income. Let me douse myself in spirits. not to set myself on fire, but just so I can douse myself in expensive alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think it is expensive kombucha. It gives me very cider vibes from the sound of it.
Tastes like piss. Smells even worse.
Yes, classic quote there. So he tried to say he got kicked out of his apartment and had to sell a lot of his stuff. Again, if that's true or not. Like, at one point he was trying to say he's living in a tent, but that wasn't true at all.
Okay.
So, yeah. He actually ended up getting money from his own website. So that became a source of money.
Okay.
So there was, also in this time, there was a YouTuber, and this YouTuber had been making, like, commenting on his videos and, like, making reactions to his videos for, like, more than a decade. He'd been one of the first people to be like, this guy's a fucking creep, and talking about him for a long time. And Onision was like, right, fuck you, I'm gonna take you to court for, like, harassment.
Defamation of
But
character.
first of all of his videos and everything he posts on YouTube, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free to use.
Yeah.
It's free content, basically. So it's not like he was
There's no
harassing
financial gain.
Yeah, but even if he did get money from them videos that he was making about Onision.
Yeah. He voluntarily posted that information.
Exactly. And he attended this became a very funny meme because he attended court, Onision did, wearing a bulletproof vest.
Oh god.
Under the suit jacket. Yeah, that reminded me about your dad, Loki. When I wrote that the other day, that reminded me about your dad. And yeah, it became a meme because his outfit to court was fucking awful. He was wearing fucking, like, horrible looking sneakers, yeah, a bulletproof vest, this awful hat. He's also really fucking small because he lies about his height all the time. So, stood next to the guy that he was trying to sue, it was just hilarious. He looked like a kid dressing up in his own, like, adult clothes for school. Like, you see the picture. Iconic. Yeah, you like that, yeah. Just...
Oh my god!
Truly
fantastic. Look at the sneakers!
Yeah.
I can see the vest underneath though.
So yeah, that became a meme, and that got really trolled on. He didn't win that case, by the way, and in fact, the guy that he tried to sue...
Got money?
He reached out to his fans to be like, does anyone like mine? Because he was a bit of a smaller creator.
Yeah.
Even though he'd been on the platform for a long time. He ended up reaching out to fans to be like, if anyone minds just donating, I need money to help with the legal fees of Onision taking me to court. My god, did they deliver. They gave him a lot more than he needed. Because no one likes Onision.
Valid. It's valid. I mean, it's not an unfair
Even funnier.
Oh god, here we go.
He tried to take Chris Hansen to court because Chris Hansen actually turned up to his house to talk to him while the investigation with him was going on.
Okay.
Turned up to Onion's house and knocked on the door, and that led to also a really funny phone call where Onision was inside at the time, rang the police and was like, there's a man harassing me and he's at my house, and they're like, do you know who it is? And he's like, yeah, it's Chris Hansen. And like, it became a meme because if Chris Hansen's at your door, you're probably a predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You a pedophile.
So he wanted to take Chris Hansen to court. Sent out the thing to be like, you need to go to court.
The summons.
Sent it to the wrong Chris Hansen. It was just some random normal dude called Chris Hansen.
That poor guy got the fright of his life.
Yeah, I bet he was like, who the fuck is Gregory, whatever the fuck his other names are.
Gregory,
Jackson.
who the fuck are you?
He's probably like, what? Iconic.
That is pretty funny.
Obviously, that got called off. Yeah.
Shocking.
So, really random as well. Just more paint out. There are some other things that I have that are like little random tidbits. It just proves he's still a terrible person.
Just to round out the horrific image we have.
So his daughter.
What?
Once fell.
Huh?
Fell.
He procreated?
I told you he had 2 kids earlier.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Oh.
His daughter, who I believe was less than 10 at this point, fell out of the 2nd story window. Right? He, instead of immediately calling the ambulance, starts recording. It's just very weird. She gets taken to the hospital, and they're all obviously in the waiting room, waiting to hear if she's going to be okay. Greg, while he's waiting, sat in the waiting room to find out if his daughter who's fallen out of a 2nd story window is going to be okay.
What was he doing?
Is making not safe for work sexual tweets on Twitter.
Look, we all deal with stress in different ways, bro.
And sexually harassing the nurses.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally.
So, great guy.
No dickhead has ever entered a hospital without sexually harassing the nursing staff.
These days he makes just weird AI videos on TikTok.
He's on TikTok? Barely.
No one really cares. So other more problematic / random information.
Okay.
A lot of his controversial things would be when he would these videos got a lot of controversy because they were very cursed. He would do hot or not videos.
Oh, I remember that phase.
With his fans. And his fans mostly were underage. So he would be rating these underage girls' pictures that they sent him. At one point he did be like, oh, but don't send me pictures unless you're at least 18. But obviously, it's your fan base. No, they're not going to listen to that. So it's just a bit weird that he's calling minors hot, you know what I mean? Or saying that, like, he'd date them.
I mean, to be fair, the whole premise of hot or not made me slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just, there was also...
Let alone when it's children.
There's another YouTube creator who's been on YouTube a long time.
Okay.
She's also controversial, but for a different reason.
Okay.
Her name is Eugenia Cooney.
Vaguely rings a bell.
She has very, very severe anorexia.
Okay.
And it has been... it's been obvious. She does like makeup videos or dress up videos.
Okay.
But it's always been very clear about her health. She's not doing too great these days. We do think she is not gonna make it much longer. Like there was a recent video on TikTok where she's on a live stream and
she looks skeletal.
Well, she already does, but she always did.
Yeah.
But she's almost like she has some water and then proceeds to start like almost like boking and like choking on the stream.
Okay.
And that happens a lot in the final stages.
When your body physically can't handle the water anymore.
Yeah. And she actually had to end the stream because it was getting that bad. So anyway, but she's had this issue for a long time. Been on the YouTube about the same time as Greg. And Greg used to love making videos, making fun of her. He'd do horrible dress up as her. And then he'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have something for tea. And then it would be 1p on a plate. And then he'd be like, oh, but now I'm so fat, I'm going to go sort it out or something. And then he'd pretend to be boking over the toilet. And it was just, he made a lot of videos. It got to the point where she had to tell him to stop, to leave her alone.
But that worked.
Everything that happened to her or in her life, he would
make a parody of it, kind of.
Not even just a parody, he would just make a video about it, whether he's talking about it. He has so many videos talking about this girl.
Fucking
And
harassment,
just
bro.
about eating disorders generally. He also speaks about rape. He's got the opinion, if you dress certain type of way, if you go into a certain place knowing that bad things could happen there, you deserve it. What happens to you? If you don't report it, then you're just supporting the rapist. And you deserve it.
But I thought he just said that if I dress a certain way, I deserve it. So then why would I report it if I deserve it?
Basically, all of that kind of shit. He actually, in his very, very early YouTube days, maybe even before YouTube, actually made his own cult online called Narcissistic, which was a mixture of all religions. He just basically picked and chose from all religions and put it into one. And I'm not going to go into that because that's a fucking long thing to talk about.
Oh, that sounds like a whole other video, honestly.
He has released several books. They're
He
all
can
terrible.
write?
No.
I was gonna say.
No, he cannot. No, he cannot.
He can write.
If you go to the YouTube channel of Strange Eons, they do a great breakdown of his books. Very entertaining.
Without having to spend your money on them.
Yeah, you having to give any money to Greg. And they painfully have read through all of them.
Just to take the piss out of them.
They're basically self-inserts. Obviously. The narcissism never ends. They're all terrible. He's like this outcast in all of them. He becomes this like big main character guy. He saves the day. He fucks all the women. They're just awful, awful storylines.
Do you know what it reminds me of? 12-year-old fanfiction.
You know what? 12-year-old write better than Greg.
So fair.
Oh yeah, he also once made a website on how not to be raped. Including tips like act like you're possessed. Thanks, Greg.
Is that what was happening in that video of his breakdown? Act like you're possessed.
I don't know, maybe. No, probably not.
Maybe.
Apparently, this is according to him.
Oh, here we go.
Onision's mum was advised when he was born when she had him, to actually abort him due to his large head size. I just thought that was funny and I just wanted to put that in there.
Do you know what? She would have been doing the world a favour if she had.
Yeah, maybe so.
Some kids cure cancer, some kids end up like this guy.
He actually got into more controversy because he had a Russian tortoise at one point.
Okay.
Which he killed by accidentally leaving it in a plastic bin that was upside down outside, where it overheated to death. So that was nice.
Poor tortoise.
Yeah, his property is also surrounded by wetlands, which are government protected.
Yes.
It's an he ecosystem. Filmed himself, and his neighbour also filmed him cutting them down. Which he did get in legal trouble for, because, again, illegal. Where he got fined and was made to try and replant the wetlands around its home.
I like that. I like that punishment.
His reason for cutting them down was that he just didn't think it was aesthetically pleasing. Sure.
Let's be honest, we've heard weirder reasons.
He's also been in trouble for not paying his tax properly. No surprise there.
Tax evasion?
Yeah,
shocking.
Yeah. But there's been a lot of videos he's done where he's been, like, complaining about it and how much, like, debt he's in because he's having to repay these fines and learn taxes.
Oh, if only he'd paid his fines to begin with.
So, in terms of, like, what happened with the FBI, nothing.
Kind of figured when you stopped talking about the FBI, they kind of stopped existing.
A lot of the things that Greg's been involved in, it's not necessarily that they're hard to prove. A lot of it's he said, she said.
Court evidence that would go to a court.
When Chris Hansen got involved, he had a person in his company who mishandled a lot of the evidence. And that kind of ruined the chances a lot.
God damn it.
But actually,
fucking civilians.
I didn't know this until I was watching this video the other night. Grooming, and I don't know if this is still the case in 2026, but it was when this video came out. Grooming is not actually a crime in America.
No. It's only what it leads to at the end.
It is in the UK.
Yeah.
And like Canada and places.
Civilized countries.
It's also because it's very hard to prove.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the evidence that the victims can give, whether video or whatever, would end up being inadmissible in court for one reason or another. So unfortunately, I don't know realistically if he's ever going to see prison time. Despite
his woeful personality flaws.
But I have no doubt that he would continue what he's doing. He's
absolutely.
now in his 40s, by the way. And still acts exactly the same as he used to. And yeah.
What a piece of shit.
You can find him on TikTok if you really want.
I do not want to find him anywhere near my TikTok, okay? My TikTok is a wholesome gamer feed right now with the occasional dinosaur video thrown in, okay?
But you don't want Onion Boy.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't blame you. No one does.
I was watching a really interesting video a couple days ago about a new species of sauropod, which is your favourite, you know, the big long-necked boys.
Mm-hmm.
And they were telling me all about it, and it was really interesting. Did you know that sauropods had hollow bones?
I did not.
Because they were so big that their body couldn't physically handle them having bones like ours, which are very heavy. If they had bones like ours, they would have collapsed in a pile of jelly.
I wish Onion Boy would do that.
That's an unfortunate piece of jelly I don't want to have to clean up.
No. So that is Gregory Onion Boy Onision. And his
many names and many women.
Very simplified.
That was very...
That was simplified. My God. Tale of a lot.
Woe, abuse, and despair.
But my God, there is so much more out there. And yeah, so I definitely go recommend watching the stupid Patreon video though, because it's so fucking funny.
This man is personification entirely of why I stayed away from YouTube when I was growing up.
No, I'd say it's the personification of narcissism to a T.
Oh, true. But he is the definition of every reason why I didn't watch YouTube.
There was a lot of good things that happened on YouTube. A lot of good people.
I suppose. Dan and Phil, your favourites.
Yeah, they were early day YouTube. You know, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye.
I watched Markiplier now.
What?
Why do you say his last name?
Markiplier.
Yeah, I watch him now.
Yeah, exactly. He's
now.
OG. Yeah, he always has.
I watch him sometimes.
Yeah, there's loads more people.
PewDiePie?
PewDiePie is, yeah.
I watch him as well.
Well, I don't anymore because I used to watch his like gaming videos and he doesn't really do them anymore. But mostly it's family stuff now.
I think I watched some of his old ones too. And occasionally when he does cute things with the kids, because I mean it's cute things with kids. Why wouldn't you watch? He did a tea party, I think. It's adorable.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Onision.
That was. What a
nasty man.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't like that guy. Honestly, if he does find this, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
No, because he probably post that too.
Do it. He ain't gonna do it to me. If he can't come here, grooming's illegal in the UK.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Not to mention we're too old for him.
Oh, they'll be like, yeah, also that, yeah, true. Yeah, that is my birthday. I'm definitely too old for you.
We are both way too old for him.
Yeah, thank God.
Praise Jesus for that.
But yeah, so we have the next episode to do. But if you enjoyed this,
yeah,
I'm glad. But also, I hope you hate Onision.
Honestly, if you come out of this without hating Onision, I question your mental state. Because there's a lot to pick from.
And if anyone tries to say I'm bullying Onision, I'd take that as a compliment.
Honestly, we are. But,
yeah,
you know, try and stop us.
So yeah, that has been episode 48.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
We are BB.
We are.
That is Beth.
That is me.
And I am Becky.
Yep.
And we're signing off.
We are.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.